Hello, my name is Alex Melendez, and this video is to answer the third question from the case study. The question was, as Noli, how would I deal with the three options described at the end of the case, and how would I proceed and implement my decision? So, from the three options presented, moving into Papua New Guinea would probably be off the table for me. One of the Jollibee's key success has been the fact that they established themselves well in the market where there are a high number of expatriates. We have seen from the experience they had in Hong Kong, for example, the challenges in grabbing market share from other nationalities. Without a good source of expatriates patronizing the restaurants, at least as part of the core of the business, I don't feel the business would be profitable if we went into Papua New Guinea. In addition to this, based on the business model of Jollibee, management of the store is normally done by locals at the store manager and assistant manager level. In saying that, I would be concerned that Papua New Guinea would not be a great source for local talent. Therefore, my decision would probably be to move to the option of expanding into the US market due to some great advantages of doing so. Jollibee has already identified a location with a large population, which is Daly City, where there's a lot of expatriates, which would help ensure a good level of volume into the restaurants. The US is also a great choice for a fast food chain. And as the U.S. market is already accustomed to fast food as a popular food option, I think going into the U.S. market would be a great choice. Of course, all ideas are really down to the way they're executed, which is part of the question is how would I execute my decision, right? So execution would be the key to success here. And so to implement this, I would consider reaching out to a successful and established small food chain that is already in the fast food chain market, but not in the same type of food market as Jollibee. For example, somebody like Taco Bell or Arby's that do fast food but a different product. This type of link would allow me to share some of the risks and costs associated with expanding into a new market, especially one like the US where there's a lot of big players. Once the stores opened are successful, it would be easier to make Jollibee attractive to franchising by local investors as well, as initially local investors might find it risky to invest in a brand that they're just not familiar with. So this would help kind of establish the Jollibee brand in the US. Also, given the distance to the headquarters in the Philippines, it would be critical to establish a local hub where the local stores would be managed from. Being able to quickly respond to local tastes and wants would be critical in increasing market share of the non-expatriates we're trying to consume from the market. Also, talent is critical for store management, and having a local hub would allow us to bring in talent, train them, and then disperse to the various stores that we open. A central hub would also provide local representation, especially for meetings and dealings with potential franchisees. Given the mindset of a U.S. investor, this would be the best approach, I feel, to gaining interest from potential franchisees. Also, I would ensure we use an integrated process where certain things would be done through the central hub, while others would be done through headquarters. One of the key challenges that Tony faced was a lack of cooperation from management at headquarters, due to the fact that he structured the division in a way that was kind of forced upon the management at headquarters. What I would do instead is I would ensure that all major decision making would come from the stakeholders at headquarters, which would provide those managers a sense of control and a voice in the decision making. But to avoid any bureaucratic processes and delays in approvals at the local level, day-to-day operations and decision making would be done at the local hub. All discussions and agreements between headquarters and the local hub would then also be easily shared with local management to simply execute at the store level. Finally, due to the number of fast food chains and franchising that occurs in the United States, the ability to secure good talent with experience in the business would be a great benefit. As part of an expansion strategy in a foreign market, being able to encompass learnings from local experienced executives and managers would increase our chances for making the right decisions that would ensure success would be greater in our further expansion.